it's so nice to be with you. I love all the things you say and do. And it's so nice to be with you. I love all the things you say and do. And it's so
Nice to be with you again. Okay, I was asked to review some of my high-end RTAs, RDAs, RDTAs, and I'm not a big fan of drippers. I'm not a big fan of RDTAs, although their flavor is fantastic. I just find it a pain. I only really like RTAs that I can take out with me and full on the go. Dripping, just not for me. I might grow into it. I have tried. I've got all the bits and pieces that I need, but I just cannot get to grips with dripping and RTTAs that have got a little tank and I've got to refill every 4 minutes. So I've tried a lot. Some have been really crap, like my Hurricane V2. Hated that. Got a replacement, hated that too. Got the one by Leo, didn't enjoy that. I got the Hussar, which is nice, but it didn't make my top 4. My top 4 are Skyline, Evil Reaper, Vapor Giant, Mini V4, and the Exocet in the Billet Box. All these 4 devices all have fused Claptons, which I find fantastic. They're all from the Coil Company or from Smile Like You Mean It. Both guys make fantastic coils, and I used to do all my own building. Well, I used to wrap NR80 24, 26 gauge, and I just find that the Claptons from these guys, they're really good quality and really does make a difference. So let's talk about each one individually. Love my Billet Boxes, absolutely love them. They're kind of my go-to go-out devices. Battery life is fantastic. Decent amount of petrol in the tank, and brilliant flavor, really nice, slips in my pocket. So the Exocet, fantastic. I'm just so bleak that Hellfire have discontinued the Exocet. They're really difficult to get because people don't want to sell them. Is it the best flavor of the 4? No, it's not, but it's close. So much so that when I go out, I take 2 Billet Boxes purely because I don't have to worry about filling tanks. And so for a going out device, Exocet is a chicken dinner. Then probably my first real high-end RTA is the Skyline. Fantastic. Absolutely, the flavor is top-notch. Actually, all 4 of these, the flavor is top-notch. So I'm going to wax lyrical about flavor because they're all flavored RTAs. Things I don't like about the Skyline: juice capacity. I have to fill it so often, and filling is a pain in the bum as far as I'm concerned. You've got to screw down the juice flow control, then you've got to take off the top, then you've got to open it up, fill it, and then go through that whole exercise again. But engineered perfectly, fantastic engineering, brilliant flavor, and the Skyline will always have a special place in my heart. So much so that I had a real rose gold drip tip made for the Skyline. You can't go wrong with the Skyline. I just wish it had more juice capacity and filling it wasn't such a pain in the... Now bear in mind when I say pain in the arse, compared to the other ones. Beautiful. Next on the scene, Evil Reaper, made in the UK. Fantastic guy who makes these, John. Really responsive to his customers. This has got the extended tank. Brilliant. This is probably the best flavor of the four. Bear in mind that they're all fantastic, but if I had to choose, if you said to me which one of the four has got the best flavor, I'd say the Evil Reaper. I've got two Evil Reapers. One's a stainless steel, this one, and then my favorite, which is the titanium with blue highlights. Personally, I think the titanium vapes better, but maybe it's all in my mind, I don't know. And then top full, really simple. However, the negative on the Reaper, well, this one, is that it leaks on refill. So I've got to take it off my mod, wrap toilet paper around, fill it up, and then clean it up. But despite that, I still keep using this because it looks good and it vapes brilliantly. There is a new deck coming. It's actually on the way from the UK right now, that they say stops that leak on refill, and then it's going to be the chicken dinner of note. But despite the painful filling of this, I still use this all the time. Enter probably my most used RTA, and this is the one that's least well known, which surprises the hell out of me. This is the Vapor Giant V4 from Germany or Austria. It's probably because I get so excited. This has got good juice capacity, absolute piece of cake to fill, and doesn't leak one bit. This is German engineering all the way. How's the flavor? Not quite as good as the Evil Reaper. Probably, okay, if I had to put them in order of flavor, and bear in mind that they're minuscule, Exocet, Vapor Giant, Skyline, Evil Reaper. But I can't do without any of them, because, and they've all, this test is done all with either 2.5 or 3 mil RDs, depending on the space, and they all run at about 28 to 29 watts. I normally go out with the billet boxes, but this weekend I went away to the bush to take my niece to see some of the big five, and I took this tank with, because it was really simple to just, while I was on the go, pull out my little bottle of juice and fill it, no leaking, no hassle, and it performed beautifully. So now when I go out, I normally take this and a billet box. So there was no real clear winner. They've all got their pros and cons, but if I have to choose a winner of all of them, I have to choose the Vapor Giant, purely because it just works perfectly. There's absolutely no issues. It's a piece of cake to build, and I'm surprised it's not more well known. It's been nice to be with you. High End RTA's rock.
Oh, it's so nice to be with you.